So you're going to come to your screen again. I'm using my phone to record this. You're going to type Bridge USA designated sponsors. Then you search. So show more. I don't want the so you come to this. Make sure you see this bridgeusa.gov, J1 visa.state.gov. This is the site we want. So click on it. So it's gonna bring you to this page, and already you can see we have up here. So it has different programs. So you're going to come to this arrow here. You see where it's written program. You click there. So you have it has sponsors for au pairs, camp counselors, summer work travel, research counselors, professors, short-term scholars, college and university students, secondary school students, trainees, interns, specialists, teachers, government visited, alien physicians, international visitors. So we are doing the teacher one. So there's those sponsors who can bring specific groups of people here in the US. So our focus is on teachers. So you see the moment I put teacher, it populates all the designated sponsors. It's like the first one is the Alliance Abroad group. It's called AAG, and it tells you the address and the state it's in. So you should click each and every one of these. You click on the blue icon so that it opens up the website. So the first one is a good one, AAG, even this Alliance Abroad Group, LP. That is another good one. We have, let me go down and show you the ones that I've had teachers come with. So even we have Chicago Public Schools. This is a public school district. They recruit. You go to second page. Let me see the second page. We have the Cultural Vista. This one they do recruit to. Dallas Independent School District. This is a school district. They do their own recruitment. It's very competitive. We also have Denver County School District, Denver Public Schools. It's another one. We come down to Education Partners, International API. It's another good one. We have Foreign Academics and Cultural Exchange Services. This is the one I was talking about, the famous faces. This is it. And so you can see showing 11 to 20 of 68 entries. So you will keep going. So I'm just swiping through to show you the ones that I've known and had. They bring people. I've not checked all the others. Then on this page, we have GeoVision. I know you can sign up with them. We have Global Ambassadors Program. We have Global Educational Concept. This is a good one. I was actually on their wait list. They do recruit. We have Global Teaching Partners too. We have Greenheart Exchange. I think this is the biggest of them all. It really recruits late, even when all the other agents have closed up. It keeps recruiting. And even the sub agents I was talking about, they do come to Greenheart to get their visas from there. So this is a good one to start with. But now on the downside, I think, yeah, there's some payment. This one you have to pay upfront before your program starts. So anyway, we'll go deep into it. I'm going to pick some of them and you see the differences. We have HRC. I also signed up with them. Let's see the next page. We have Illinois State Board of Education. We have Interlage. I've heard of people who have come with Interlage. It's in Georgia. International School of Denver. Let me see another one. Intrax. I've heard of people who have come with Intrax. ITES. I've heard of people too who have come with ITES. Next page. We'll first go through the pages, then I'll go back to the ones that then we open one or two. Then on this page, do I know of any? None that I've had any experience with. So it's good you take time and just go through them. On this page, we have the Northwest International Student Exchange. I've heard of this one, Palmetto Academic and Cultural Teachers. That one I've heard of it. People talk about it. People have talked about the Peoria Public School. It does sponsor. This down here, again, it's another big one, Spirit Cultural Exchange. It's a very big one and they move very fast. But again, once I signed up with them, it was a bit too fast for me because they require you to pay some amount upfront. And although I'd prepared, the money is a lot to start with. You know, I felt like I need like some assurance. I need be patient with me. Let me come then pay back. That's just me. But they do get you schools very fast. I think they have a bigger network, same as Greenheart. So you can try them and see how it goes. Next page, you're almost done. We have Teachers Council. That's another one at the Out International School. TPG is another big one and a good one. TPG, please also guys try TPG. Then we have, I think we've reached the end of our entries. So let's say, for example, let me, for example, open TPG. So you click on the blue part, then it's going to take you to the website and you see their requirements. So again, I'm using my phone. If it's a laptop or computer, it would be wider and bigger. So this is the first page. So it tells you learn more. Let me click the up arrows here. Apply. It says apply now. Let's see. So it tells us, thank you for your interest in TPG Cultural Exchange Teacher Program. We're excited to review your application. Please read through thoroughly before you begin your application, as you cannot save your application to complete later. You must submit all of this information at one time. So please read through before you start. So we see the requirement. They are saying you have your passport photo page. I talked about that. Your degree or diploma certificate. The application includes space for up to 4 degrees. So you can upload up to 4 degrees. Your credential evaluation transcript, the one I was talking about, Spantra, and I'm going to show you how to send it. For example, it's like now TPG, they require you to send it yourself. So you must have applied to Spantran. They've given you the evaluation back, then you send to TPG. Then evidence of teaching employment experience. So this is the application includes space for up to 6 experiences. So these are your reference letters from your school. Please get your head teacher or your deputy to write for you a recommendation letter, a reference letter, to show that you've been teaching with them from this year to this year, and your duties and designations and anything you are doing apart from teaching, like the co-curricular activities. Let them write for you such a letter. You can upload it here. Reference letters, you must provide 2 letters at least. Letter of recommendation, reference must be provided by supervisor or manager. Oh, okay, this evidence for teaching experience, this is okay, the reference, the number 5 is from your head teacher or deputy or even a colleague. They also even allow a colleague to send you, but for TPG, at least 1 letter, it must be from your supervisor or manager or head teacher. But for the evidence of teaching, I remember this is the letter you get after being employed. For example, those who work for Kenya, that letter you get from TSC, deployment letter. You've been recruited, you've been sent to this teacher head school, go this letter report to the head teacher. That is the evidence they want to see, that yes, you are recruited, you are to this school and posted there. That is what they want. Then the CV, which is, they call it resume. So in the state, they require you to have a 1-page resume. In Kenya, we are used to having 2 or 3 pages, so you have to shrink it to make it into 1 page. And I'm going to upload another a very short video, a simple way you can make your CV. So you have your Kenyan CV or your country CV. So you must choose the things to leave out and the major ones to include. So I'm going to show you a website that makes it very simple. They just want something simple, nothing fancy. You don't have to pay for it. They just want you to capture the main details. If they want any further clarification, they will call you for an interview. So next video, I'm going to show you how to simply upload a CV. So if you have more supporting document uploaded, simply you send them to documents@tpgculturalexchange.com. Then now all information. So here you are required to insert all your information, your country of citizen, residence and stuff. Then this one I'm just going through. You're going to open and fill all these details. Have you ever been denied a visa to enter the US? No. Have you ever lived, studied, or been employed in the USA? So they want somebody who has not been here before. So save your resume and later. So you continue up to the next page and the next page. Then you submit your application. So let me go back on that. I wanted to see where they show their, I was hoping they would show us their requirement here. Let me see. For teachers, testimonials. Yeah, I wanted to see where they tell us what they do. Let me see whether it's here. I believe it's, let's say for teachers, let's see what it has to say, because at least you get to see what they do. So down here, TPG is an official J1 visa sponsor for teacher exchange visitors designated by the U.S. Department of State. TPG has supported thousands of teachers for more than a decade to realize their dreams of teaching in the United States. So teachers can engage in the cultural exchange program for up to 5 years. The initial visa is issued for 3 years, and the conclusion of the 3 years, the teacher can request for an extension of 2 more years for a total of 5 years. At the conclusion of the program, the educators are required to return to their home country for a minimum of 2 years before returning to the US to the J1 non-immigrant visa. I think I'd explained this before. For an exchange program, you come initially for 3 years, you can extend for 2 more years. Then after that, you're required to go back to your country and implement what you have learned. Remember, it's an exchange program. Then after the 2 years, if you loved it, you can apply and come back. So TPG does not charge any fee for sponsorship and does not work with any third party. You see, for TPG, they do everything on their own. The other agencies, the one I was talking for, the sub-agency, now these are the what we call the third parties. They can work with them. And you see, they charge fees for the exchange program. So what are the benefits? So they will expand your horizon by teaching abroad. There's no cost for visa sponsorship. You earn a salary equivalent to an American teacher. You gain professional development. Then you are given pre-departure and post-arrival orientation and relocation support. They make sure you have comprehensive health insurance that meets the Department of State requirement. The sponsorship for qualified dependents under the J2 visa at no cost. So your dependent, that's your spouse or kids. They're covered. They come with you for free. You embark on the journey of a lifetime and return home to pass your learning along with your students, friends, and family. So qualification, what do they need? For example, the teacher must demonstrate an active interest in cultural exchange and an understanding of the cultural exchange program. They have the equivalent of a 4-year U.S. Bachelor's in Education as evaluated by an NASES member organization. This is what I was talking about, where you have to get your degree evaluated, and most of them prefer. There's a list of the members. Like for TPG, they are not specific, so long as it's a member of this organization. But I've noted they prefer Spartan, so I'll be doing a video where I'm showing you how to send your document to Spartan for evaluation. Then you should have at least 2 years of full-time K to 12 lead classroom teaching experience. K means kindergarten. Kindergarten in Kenya, I think it's PP2. Yeah, PP2, just before they go to PP1. So preschool. 12 after 12 is high school. So you should have experience either as a preschool teacher, ECD teacher, all the way to high school. At least 2 years of teaching experience. You meet the qualification to be certified as a teacher in the U.S. state in which they will be teaching. So once you come in, you are supposed to get a teaching license in that state. So your teaching license back in your country, it's only to help you qualify to be recruited. Once you come to the specific state, you either go through some bit of training, or they give you time within a year to have trained and acquired the certificate. There are other states that allow you can get the teaching license before you come here as you wait. And I'm going to do another video again. With this one, it's very easy, because once you are recruited, you are required to do some tests to qualify to get the teaching license. And but there are 2 states that can give you the license. Then once you come to the country, the state that you want to be, it's like you jump the exam part, but that's a video for another day. I'm going to tell you. And the good thing with like the Illinois state and I think New Mexico, you can start the process of the license even before you come, even before you arrive in the state. So it becomes very easy, because like for us, like for me personally, when we were coming, the school needed us so fast, so we were given an emergency teaching certificate, and it's only for an year. So we were required to go back and study and to qualify for the 2-year. Usually we're given a 2-year initial license renewal, then you like do a small study, then it is renewed. But now later on, we learned of Illinois and New Mexico. You can get their teaching license, then you send it to the current you will be recruited, and they give you the initial certificate, the 2-year certificate. And actually, when we were renewing ours, that is what we did. So we we bypassed the test. That's a story for another day. Anyway, so you need a license to teach in that state. So you can be given a temporary one as you work on the main one. You must be currently working as a teacher, you must be of good reputation and character, and you must be fluent in English. So the subject area, so TPG engages with K-12 educators in a variety of backgrounds, including special education, maths, science, this is general science, biology, chemistry, physics, etc. Elementary, this is primary, so it's just general. So long as you have a primary degree, you can teach any subject. Reading literacy, I told you this is very important. English language arts, English for second language, world languages, Spanish or French. If you have that degree, you can teach it here. Social studies and others. So expected cost. TPG does not charge teachers any fees for sponsorship and does not work with any third parties who charge fees to prospective exchange visitors. However, there are other expenses that may apply to you for joining the program for teachers to be aware of and prepare for. All costs listed as US dollars. So the initial expense, as an applicant to the program, you may incur some personal costs for the relocation. For example, now for your degree to be evaluated, they are putting it roughly between $220 to $80. J1 application fee, $185, non-refundable. There's a service fee. This service fee you have to pay for the visa for the J1 exchange program. Then there has to be a criminal background check that varies $10. This you do it when you get here to the U.S.A. You don't do the, like Kenya we call it the good conduct. Even if you have it, it's okay. But once you come here, they do their own. So you have to pay this. Then if you're not from an English speaking country, you have to do the proficiency exam. But fortunately in Kenya, we don't have to do that, because once they call you for the initial interview, they actually want to hear you speak. They're actually doing the test themselves. Are you proficient? Can the kids understand you? Are you confident? So that's most of the agencies, that is how they bypass this. But if they feel that really maybe your accent is somehow different, or maybe those who are speaking other languages, they enroll you in that test and you have to pay for it. Then the medical exam, they cost based on your country. But for J1, I don't know. But for me, I came as a H1B, there were no medical exams. We didn't go through this. So I think for J1 is a bit different. So I won't talk from experience. Maybe if there's a teacher who have gone through the J1 program, they can tell us the medical exam, what it's all about. Then you have to be done a TB test. For me, I've not done this one yet. So I think this is specifically for the J1 program. So I think it's done either after you come. Yeah. Then the COVID test. So this was done during COVID time. So they are not doing it now. Then the licensure. Now this is to get your license. You have to pay depending with the state. That's the amount they've equated. Then the exam. This is the exam I was telling you about. You may be required to pay for it. Then for the salary, you are paid equivalent, similar to an American educator. So you are not like, they don't discriminate you, you are from another country, you are paid less. No, you are paid the same salary, because both of you have degrees, both of you have experiences. Then they say the salary ranges from $35,000 to $85,000 per year. So if you divide that with 12 months, you can be able to see how much will you be getting for a month roughly. So this is across the state. So there are some states that, and here states pay differently. In one state you can be paid 40, in another state 50, in another state 60, another 70. So again, it depends with the state and the cost of living in that state. Then taxes, your salary is going to be taxed definitely. So we have the federal taxes, the state tax. You're going to read all that. So they tell you to prepare. Then if you join a union, you'll be paying, there'll be retirement benefits. Some of them will be deducted from your salary. Then the health insurance is required. So they make sure you have a health requirements. Then they're going to tell you expenses associated with medical evacuation. So this is all under insurance. And TPG, they're saying at no cost to you. So the TPG, they will make sure you get the insurance at no cost to you. If you will be accompanied by dependents on a J2 visa, they too must be covered by a health insurance policy. And TPG caters for this. Then they say the monthly premium cost of the health insurance coverage for your dependent is your responsibility. for your dependents. It's your responsibility, but for you, I think they will cover it. But again, they're saying it will cost you 70 to 400 per month, depending on the age of your dependents and how many they are. What else? School districts and employers also. Yeah, even the school district will offer some form of health coverage, and you will do the co-payment. Then typical monthly expenses. So I think this is generally for this state, but they've put it across just roughly. So rent you'll be paying between 750 and 2,000 depending on the area and the type of housing. If you want a single bedroom, one bedroom, depending with your liking. Food depends, 500 to 1,500, again depending with the number of people. Utilities, cell phone, Wi-Fi, yeah, 100 to 1,000. Car transport, there are some states you cannot survive without a car, so we'll need to purchase one even if it's a second-hand one. Health insurance, again it depends with your family size and your agreement with the school. So here TPG says, we also ask that teachers take into consideration the cost of childcare if you are bringing small children. It's very expensive in the USA for small kids who have not yet joined school. The cost of childcare can be up to 1,000 per week per child, but varies by location. Yeah, for sure, childcare is very expensive here, but that should not discourage you. I would encourage those with small kids to look out for Head Start programs in their areas. They do really help. Instead of getting like babysitter and maybe they're not reliable, look for a Head Start program in your area. It will help. Though still it's kind of expensive, but we have to do what you have to do. Bring your kids over. Don't leave them behind. Don't leave your wife behind and kids. Let them benefit from this education. Then the service fee up to 100 to extend your teaching certificate. So all these requirements. So with each, for example, no, this is TPG. If you go to another program, it's going to be different. But at least I hope you're getting the basic idea. Let me try and go back. That was TPG. Now let me take you to like a spirit exchange so that you see the difference. Oh, it has taken us to the beginning. So let me come back here again and type teacher. Once I've gone back, it has taken me to the first page. Teacher, let it populate for teachers. Let it populate for teachers. Let it populate for teachers. So there it is. Let me look for the big ones like the Greenheart and the Spirit Exchange. We're also going to come back to faces. At least I want to look at those four major ones, so that at least you can see some difference. I've seen Greenheart. Let me look for Spirit. Spirit Exchange was on which page? Here it is. Let's see. Spirit Cultural Exchange. So remember what we've had with TPG. Let's see. We'll see some similarities and some differences too. So let me. J1 program in the U. Do you dream about living and working in the United States while making new American friends? Experience American culture firsthand through Spirit J1 Visa Exchange Program in USA. So they have different program interns, or if you want to become an intern or train in the USA, if you want to teach, if you want to work and travel, they have those 3 different programs. But our focus is on this one for teachers. So let's learn more. So they're saying whether you live in a small town or busy city, by traveling to the United States as a Spirit participant on a J1 visa, you will take part in the typical American activities that expose you to the life and culture of the United States. So let's see. I've said we learn more, so I want to see so you see like now this one, it says open position. It already tells you see like now Spirit Exchange will tell you what is open for now, so that you can know. Let me see if they're open vacancies for what I qualify for. So right now they have vacancies. If you check here, for bilingual education, those who teach English or Spanish, general education, primary grades. These are for all primary school teachers. Vacancies are here. Those who teach foreign languages, Spanish, German, French, and Mandarin. STEM, these are teachers of science, biology, chemistry, physics, special education teachers. They are always here. So open position. What are other teachers saying? Get started on the teaching adventure. I want the part where they're talking about their requirements. Let me see. I'm trying to see. Usually they put it up here. I want to see open position. Get started on your teaching adventure. Let's see, get started, what it says. Intern teacher, I want the teacher. So I click on the teacher part. So yeah, again you apply. Also, this is the application part. You're going to apply, then submit your work. I actually wanted to see the benefits because it's good to compare to see the charges. I'm trying to look for it and I'm like, where is it? Just like the way we've seen for TPG, because for this one, it's like, I don't know whether it's under this one or at TPG or this is for everybody. No, I wanted the benefits for a teacher. Okay, this one does not come up right. Let's try Greenheart. Let me go back to Greenheart, but it's somewhere here. It is somewhere here. It's only that. Okay, let's try the other one. Let's just go back. So this is what you actually do. What I'm doing, go through each page, open each website, check for their recruitment, and especially look at their benefits and what they charge, so that before you engage with them, before you send that application, you already know what you're getting into. I want to say, let's try Greenheart Exchange, the big ones. But I'm not saying they're the only ones. There are like almost like 10 of them that I know they've brought people here, and they're different. So let's see. So Greenheart again is a big one. They host teachers, you see, host an exchange student, host and hire seasonal staff, host teachers. So again, if you're a seasonal staff and you want to come in the US, you can try Greenheart. You can come click here. If you want to come for a few months, you can click here and see what they have for you. So let's talk about, here they want people who are hosting teachers. So let's see what they're saying. The Teach U.S.A. program connects enthusiastic, highly qualified international teachers with U.S. primary and secondary schools to promote cultural understanding and public diplomacy. So you're going to teach that, and they see this is where, so they're saying, let me see their key. So Teach U.S.A. placement permission. So this is where Teach U.S.A. Greenheart Exchange can place you, the green area, all these states. You see? You see, Greenheart will not post you to Alaska, where I am. HIA is Hawaii and New Mexico. Unfortunately, those 3 states, they do not, school no longer accepting. Then private schools only. So they will send you to this private. You see the dotted ones? Those are the states that the private school require you. So this is a good one. So you can check and see which state do you want to go to. Would you want to teach in a private school or in a public school? They have their map there, so this is a good one to show you. So let's see our program eligibility. Our teachers are more interested with the fee because I think that's where everybody's attention will go first. Will I make this? So let's see. So they're saying host schools do not have to pay a fee to the Teach U.S.A. program. The participant is responsible for paying their program fee and visa fee. You see? So the host will not pay. You as the teacher, you will pay. Then, however, as best practice, we do encourage schools to pay for some or all the participant fees if funding is available. Please see our program fee structure here. So the participant, that is you, you will do most of the payment. So let's say the fee. Fee as of January 2024. Note, program fee change from year to year and are determined at the time the service is provided. Greenheart's program fees on the Teach U.S.A. program are variable and depend upon program type, program length, and whether you are a direct applicant or to Greenheart or an applicant through one of the contracted partners. So also Greenheart has contracted partners, and the agency that brought me, I think it's a partner of Greenheart Exchange. So Greenheart 1 year program fee. This is the fee you have to pay for 1 year. You pay to Greenheart. Then each year there's a renewable fee. If you have a dependent, for each dependent you pay $450. Then sending party fees, third party fees, you have to pay them. See potential fee by recruitment country here. So it's kind of expensive. Let me see. Greenheart program fee includes the following. So their fee, this fee they've put here, they're charging, they're telling you where will it go? For the J1 visa sponsorship for the DS 2019 form, pre-departure orientation, discounted foreign credential evaluation. You see what I was talking about? So they will partner with the evaluation company and you get a discount for it. 24/7 in-country support, accident cover, emergency placement, and all that. So then they list down where all the money will go to. So if you're ready for this, go for it. So in case you pay and you need to cancel, you are told if you want to cancel, you have there are the days you need to cancel before that happen. That is Greenheart. You see, so TPG, no fee, Greenheart, there's fee for you. Let's see one more. Let's see global education concept. I think this is the first one I applied with. Then now we look at phases. At least with those 4 or 5, at least you'll have an idea of what I'm talking about. So you really need to take time, go through each one of them. I'm not going to recommend one over the other because everybody has their own preferences and the situation they are in. So you choose accordingly. But basically, you can try the ones that are not requiring you to pay any fee, because I believe you are coming here, apart from growing professionally and having that international teaching experience, again, we are looking for that extra coin. So the less you spend coming, the better. So for those who don't ask for very big fees, or those who give you an opportunity to come and pay later, I think that will be what you should target for. So the global education concept, here they are. Let's see. Programs in the U.S.A. They also have different programs. Become a host. They tell people to become hosts, especially of students. So you want to see their program for teachers. So they have programs for you to work and travel if you want, for interns and trainees, for high schools if you want. If you're in high school in Kenya or wherever you are and you want to come and finish your school here, or you want a break of like 1 year, you come and study the education here and go back, I think there's such a program. So let's look at the Teach in the U.S.A. program. U.S. schools host qualified international teachers. So you get a great opportunity for both teachers and schools in this program. While teachers find a chance to teach and immerse themselves in the American lifestyle for up to 5 years, U.S. schools enjoy the great benefits of diversified education with qualified international teachers in the classroom. So for teachers, you may work in a U.S. school for up to 3 years with the possibility of a 1 or 2 year extension. They are expected to return to their home country upon completion of the program in order to share their exchange experiences. So again, I told you as an exchange program, that is a requirement and they have to tell you upfront. So yeah, they tell you the frequent question, what is the J1 visa, who is eligible, is there an age limit? In state, imagine there's no age limit. You can retire from one job and come and teach here. Do I have to pay a fee to participate in the Teach USA program? So global education concept does not charge teachers a sponsorship program fee or a placement fee to participate in our program. However, there are some direct costs associated with the visa application process that you will be responsible for. Also, depending on the specific details of your individual program participation, there may be other involved. So global education concept and TPG, they top my list of the ones to look at. So please consider that. What is the salary of a global education teacher? So they are saying typically the schools, the state they sponsor to, you will get between 40,000 and 60,000 per year. Divide that by 12 months. What are the estimated living costs in the USA? Let's see their list. What states are, let's first see what states do they recruit for. In a variety of states. So they've not listed, they've just said a variety of states. Where will I live? Global education concept will assist you in arranging temporary housing close to your host school until you are settled. So they will help in that. That's okay. For permanent housing, most teachers prefer renting or sharing an apartment. Teachers are responsible for housing costs for the duration of their stay in the US state. So yeah, you get paid, you pay your own bills. So let's go back. There's this part we wanted to see. The estimated cost. Let's see the fees and cost page. So sponsorship fee, they're saying apply to global education concept for free and only pay if accepted. So once you accepted for this one, you see the difference between this one and TPG. TPG, it's like almost 90% they're doing it for you. But for here, once they accept you in their program, you will pay the sponsorship fee for only a year. It is $29.50. There is no placement fee. Remember, in Greenheart there was placement fee, and I don't know what other fee. Then renewable fee, you only pay it in the 2nd through the 5th year. You don't pay the 1st year, and you pay 1,500. Then you have additional on program cost, the sponsorship fee, travel, program extension, and so forth. So all this fee. So guys, remember, it is not as easy. So you're going to read all this, compare and see. So you really need to take a book and a pen, write this and write that, compare this and compare that. They also have possible monthly expenses for a single teacher. See all this. This is for a single teacher. So they even tell you where to go get information. That is the second one. Let us look at phases. Let us look at phases, foreign academic and cultural exchange services, the famous phases. Let's see whether they have changed. So this is the page to apply now. So this, we work with school district to place international teachers in South Carolina classrooms. So phases will only take you to South Carolina, no other state. So but it's still okay. You know, we say first land in the US, teach for a year or two. Then if you want to switch to a different state, you have the experience now and you can easily do that. So certainly I want to see their benefits before we search for anything. Let me see these dots. About phases. Let's see. Teach in the USA. Why choose phases? Let's see what to expect. General summary of phase. Let's see what to expect first. Your responsibility. Okay, this is in the classroom. They tell you about your schedule. If you accepted, okay, let's start here. You should conduct yourself. No, this. So your schedule. If you are accepted to teach in America with phases, you will sign for a 12-month contract in South Carolina. Most schools are in session between 7:45 a.m. and 3 p.m. from August until end of May. Teachers work 200 days per year and students attend class for 180 days. You'll have a break from classes during the summer months and for 2 weeks during Christmas. You'll never be asked to work on Saturdays or Sundays. The contracts are for a 12-month school year but can be renewed for a 2nd or 3rd year. So the general summary fee. Although there are no costs involved with applying to phases exchange visitor program, you will incur expenses while an exchange visitor teacher. The only expense you will incur prior to arriving in South Carolina is to obtain a course-by-course evaluation, averaged at $150 USD. Obtaining a police clearance cost varies by country, and the application fee for obtaining a visa, the DS-160 non-refundable, that is $185 US, non-immigrant application processing fee. So you see, for you to land, they will cater for everything else. All you need is to get your degree equated. You pay for that. You apply to get this form, the DS-160, for your visa application. That is $185. Add that. Then you pay for your embassy, must pay the current. So to book your embassy appointment and stuff, $185. That's what they talked about. Then for the student exchange visit, the service, this is required $220 USD. So please calculate that. I don't think it's even making it to 1,000. So I think this is the cheapest of them all. But you see, they're only doing it in South Carolina, but it's not bad. For sponsor fee, phases does not charge a sponsor fee to applicants or participating exchange visitor teachers. They charge you nothing. Sponsor fee for J2 dependent. Phases does not charge a fee for J2 dependents. You will pay $0 for your dependents to come here. Phases does not participate with any third party. It does not request for extension fees to be here. So, oh boy, they cater for everything. So your anticipated cost of living. The following monthly expenses are they've approximated it. So they are saying phases teachers can earn $2,700 to $5,200 per month before taxes. Then housing in South Carolina is between $800 and $1,500 per month, depending on your location. Food is between $300 and $400. Utilities, that is electricity and water, it's between $125 to $150. Cell phone services, $50 to $100. If you need a vehicle, $400 to $550 installment payment. Repair and fuel, 150, you can see all that. Health insurance is covered. They say J1 participants may choose from the following health. So they give you the insurance options to choose from. So they're saying J2 dependent phases policy when dependents arrive. They're saying for J2 dependents, remember in the others you cover for your own dependents. For J2 dependents, the visitor teachers are responsible for adding the J2 to phases policy when dependents arrive. So when your dependents arrive, you will add them to the phases policy. For J2 dependents under age of 18, the current premium is 44. You only pay 44 per child, imagine. And for your spouse, 198 per month. Then insurance may be obtained on your own or through the school district. Actually, even as we're using the school district insurance, so don't worry on that. Then they tell you the medical benefit, other expenses like entertainment, clothes, those are on your own. So you see why Faces is a favorite of many, but it's very competitive, as I told you, so not many get in. So please explore all the others. The others which are also good, the others will also offer other benefits. So next I'm going to show you so this is the list. Please go through the list. Next, let me show you my my agency, because they call it, it's not on this list, so it's a partner of some of these big agencies. They give them teachers, so then through them they get them the visa. So mine is called iTeach America LLC. That's how they put it. So yeah, here it is. So you see that purple logo, iTeach America. This is the agency I came through with. And yeah, I had to pay for it. But the good news with this one, you come here, they allow you to come first, settle for a month, enjoy your first month pay, then from the second month pay you start paying them, and they give you like a whole year. You sign a contract with them, you're going to be paying them this much per year. They're very considerate, they don't take all your salary. Then again, before you come here too, they give you, let's say the services we offer, they give you a loan. You can request, it's not a must. If you don't need the loan, they won't give you. If you request it, they give it to you. So they have those services. So yeah, we know how hard to find a job, and even harder to find a job abroad. That is why iTeach America team does everything in its power to take the pressure off. We are here to provide teachers the support and assistance they need to find a teaching position in the USA through the J1 Teacher Exchange Program. Once our teachers get a job offer, we will assist and guide them in every step of their visa application. For sure they do. So you're going to read that. Then we are dedicated to supporting our teachers by providing them with pre and post-arrival information and guide, assist in finding housing and airport transfer to housing location. For sure, my sponsor came for me with my kids at the airport, and she already has an Airbnb waiting for us. Then ongoing mentorship and customer service. We provide various host schools, a pool of highly qualified international teachers they can employ under a J1 visa. After iTeach America initially screens them, including reference checks and English fluency and skills evaluation. So the application process, phase 1, eligibility screening for program orientation, contract signing, and onboarding process. The rest of the application stages will be shared during the program orientation. So once you join the program, they will take you through the other processes, where initially what they do, the agency screens your document, then they like prepare a portfolio for you, then they send it to potential schools that have vacancies that they're in partnership with. So if you're an English teacher, if you're an ECD teacher, a primary school teacher, elementary school teacher, and they have a vacancy, they are given your name, they look at their profile. If they like it, they arrange for an interview with your agency. So once you pass the interview, now they start the process to bring you here. So it's step-by-step thing, but basically that's what happens. So this agency can recruit you, but it may take a while before a school has a vacancy that you can fill, or a school chooses you. So you have to be patient, and as you're waiting, pray for favor. Because with other agencies, you're put on waiting list, you're waiting for a school. Then you see people leaving the group, meaning they've been picked, and you're like there feeling rejected. No, start interceding, start praying for favor, for God's favor, and for sure it does work. So the service fee, they have an application fee, you see, 250 visa allocation and official onboarding, 400 700 placement fee to be paid in 60 days after the teacher's US arrival, This amount is to be paid in 12 monthly. So this is actually what we do. And I think it has gone up a bit. Okay, for us, we bypassed the application. For me, like I bypassed the application and the 250 because, as I told you, I searched for my own school online on indeed.com. Then unfortunately the school, it was the first time they were actually looking for an international teacher, so they didn't have an agency in mind. So we had to look for a visa sponsor. So that is, they found this visa sponsor, so we had to go through the program. But since we had already uh, gone through the process, we did not pay this fee. But now, yes, I'm paying the program fee, but I don't mind because I needed the opportunity and they brought me here. And again, they're giving me the opportunity to pay in small installment for a year. And on top of that, they gave me a loan, so I'm paying for it slowly by slowly. And for sure, I don't mind. I'm benefiting in no time I'll be done. Then I will surely benefit more and more and invest more back in my country. So that was just a brief walkthrough of these agencies. Please take your time. This journey requires patience and research. This information I'm giving you, I'm not 100% sure, neither am I an agent or a designated employer or sponsor or recruiter, no. I'm just sharing my own experience, please. So do further research. The other programs I've not talked about to here that have brought people to this country. And I'm sure you've heard of other agencies. Please explore them too. Then next, I'm going to share with you an agency that brought a friend of mine just the other day. It's not even in the list, but it also partners with some of these major agencies. Let me do that. So the agency is called YCM Solutions. So I usually type, then I let's see what happens. Yeah, it's this one. You see YCM Solution, it's this one. See the logo. So you log in, you will find this modern education solutions. So remember, I'm using my phone, so I have to scroll down. Welcome to the YCM Solutions Teach American program. We take pride in being a leading recruitment company dedicated to bridging the gap between the vibrant and talented K-12 educators of Caribbean and Africa and the dynamic educational landscape of the United States. YCM Solution has successfully placed multiple teachers in various countries in the U.S.A. And yes, for sure, I can vet for this site. They have brought a Kenyan. I can vet for my agency, iTeach America. I was actually the first Kenyan or African or something, so they're very excited. So these two are sub-agents. They're not in the main list, but they're sub-agent to them, and they're bringing teachers. So then you are told apply to work as a teacher, work placement, visa and travel support. They give you training, housing and local support. They help you get housing. YCM American services comes at no cost to applicant. No placement fee, guys. Let's see what it says. Let me see. Training. Let me click here. Oh, let's see. Apply to work as a teacher. Let's see what it says. So guys, it's doable. Please, let's grab this opportunity. So here's a form for you to fill. You fill your first name, your age, your nationality, country of residence. You select your health qualification, how many years of teaching experience you have, which school level are you applying to teach. Junior high here is from grade 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is junior high here. So even a primary school teacher can apply to this one, if not elementary. Then you have the high school kindergarten, that is PP1, PP2, an elementary school teacher, an ECD teacher back in my country. Which subject are you interested in teaching? List all of them. Talk about if you're an elementary teacher, kindergarten, or even high school. Basically, to say you are a generalist, you can teach, you are trained to teach all the subjects in kindergarten, in elementary and junior high. You can teach them, because like in Kenya, the P1 certificate, you're taken through those courses. If you want to be specific, if you're in high school, talk about the maths and the sciences. Just if in kindergarten, say you are an ECD teacher, you can teach the young kids. So be specific. It helps them to place you accordingly. Have you previously applied for a J1 visa? Say no. Are you currently employed at a school? Yes, you are. Please list your responsibilities in your current role. So say you are a classroom teacher, and here they call it the lead teacher. You are the lead teacher. Say you are the lead teacher in that class. Because here, like, it's like you have your own class to manage, even whether you are teaching 5th grade or 6th grade. Because like in my school, we focus on English and math, then the kids go to another teacher for STEM science, they go to another room for the social studies. That is how we do. But 90% of the time they are with you in the classroom. So say you are a lead teacher in your class, even you can even say you are teaching multiple classes. List them there. Have you lived outside of your home country before? Say no. If you have, say yes. Are you comfortable with managing classroom of between 20 to 50 students? Oh yes, we have more numbers in Kenya, but definitely when you come here, it's going to be smaller than that. Again, also it depends with the state. Do you have a valid driving license? Say yes. I'm hoping, because even if you can get it, driving license, I think within a month you can get. So guys, if you do, please, this is a requirement here. So saying no will not disqualify you, but if you have a driving license, it gives you a higher, because in South Carolina or North Carolina, you're actually required to drive most of the time. Soon you will be required to do so. So please, this is an eye opener. Please get that driving license. Let it stay in your purse or in your wallet. It will come through at some point. And there are some agencies, I'm not sure if this is one of them. If you don't have the driving license, you're out. Like here you see it's been put in red. So I think it's a requirement. So just say yes and go get it very fast. Because if you say no, okay, I'm not sure, but yeah, there are some who say you must have it. I know there are some agencies, if you don't have it, you're out. Briefly tell us what you hope to gain with an overseas teaching opportunity. Oh, shine yourself here. Talk about the way you become an international teacher, the way you will immerse yourself in the American culture and tap their ways of teaching, the way you will teach those kids your culture, your rich culture back home. This is your time to shine. Shine it here and show them how you will not be the only one benefiting, but they will also benefit in having you. What is your current salary or compensation? Give your what? Your gross pay in your country, put it there. No matter how little it may seem to them, put it there. What is your desired salary? What did I write here? Check those websites we talked about. We saw most of them, they're like working between 35 and 40. Before you come to this point, that is the goodness of watching this video. Go to this agency, see which state they recruit to. Go to those states. Even when you search on YouTube, not on YouTube, when you go to Google and search how much are teachers paid in this state, you will have a rough average. So get the average pay. Don't go to the low or to the high. Give the average pay, because you are safer by doing that. So don't just give a crazy number here. Please check, where do these guys recruit, whether does this agency recruit, because like the teacher I'm talking about is in North Carolina, so you can use North Carolina as your basis. Check their basic pay. Go for the average. It's better to start in the middle than at the lower end. That's my opinion. So are you willing to undergo a background check in accordance with the local laws and regulation? Oh yes, you need it. If you say no, then you're done. What are your expectations from your prospective employer? I expect them to orientate me in my expectations, give me a mentor, support me, and correct me whenever I'm wrong. Yeah, something like that. So please attach your resume. Yep. And you see the maximum MB. So again, we said a US resume, it should be 1 page. So can you shrink your 4-page CV to 1 page? Again, I said I'm going to show you, I'm going to upload a very quick video on how you can simply send a CV, 1-page CV, and it's free. You don't have to go to those websites where they tell you to pay for them to get your CV, because I'm sure by now if you're applying, you have your CV. No matter which country, use that CV, pick those details, and just insert. You only need to see like a simple design of how to do it. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. They want to capture the main details, and in anything that is missing or they need clarification, they will ask you during the interview. So by selecting the date below, I hereby acknowledge that I have read here. So you select the date, then you submit, and you're done. And you wish to be called, and you pray for it. So basically, those are the agencies. There are many more than this. I've just taken you through an example. So please go through that list. TPG is a good one. Global Education Concept, the Greenheart and the Spirit of Exchange, they are good. They can recruit you very fast, but you pay for them. We have AIG, I've heard of AIG, EPI, all those. There are those that, again, also there are those that recruit from Africa. TPG has recruited from Africa, and I know Global Education Concept has recruited from Africa. Faces has recruited from Africa. My agency has started recruiting from Africa, being the first one. YCM has started recruiting from Africa. So if you're from Africa, try the ones that have had experience bringing out African teachers, because the other agencies, they will not tell you. You will apply and wait, but they maybe they're just being nice. They won't tell you that we don't recruit from this country. They'll just keep you on the waiting list. So first of all, try the ones that are recruiting from your country. Secondly, go for those that look at the fees, which ones are favorable, and go for it. Again, I say try 2 or 3. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Try and see which one comes through for you. I'm wishing you all the best. Watch out for the next video where I'll be showing you how to send your degree to be evaluated. In a subsequent video, a short one, where I'll show you how to upload your how to prepare your CV to the US style. So for now, I'm wishing you all the best. Again, remember, if you have any questions, kindly leave it in the comment and I'll get back to you. Thank you very much.